Do on Abes, hello sea bear happy smiley. Karidoesstuff, hey. Hello do honor.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Karidoesstuff, and welcome back to another model bench. I hope you're not getting fed up with my model bench just yet. Anyway, welcome back. Alright, I hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday already. Oh my god. Thank you for coming out. I really do appreciate the support. Yeah, so tell your friends, I guess. So thank you very much. Yeah. Okay. Let's head on over to see my face. Hello! I was looking over there for the camera then for a minute. I couldn't remember where I put it. How you doing, everybody? It's good to see you. Yeah, I'm going to turn down this music just a skosh. Right, okay, good. I just needed to check that I could actually hear myself. So yeah, welcome back. We are looking forward to doing some more painting today, and hopefully starting to put things together, and yeah, starting to get the interior of this done. It's been a long time coming, hasn't it? I know it's been 5 streams. This will be the 6th stream, and basically we got the show for it as a whole. Yeah, I'm nothing if not slow. Anyway, I'd like you to hopefully point out that you've all got a voice now. We've got a voice now. Thanks to my friend Brian, or M Brian. He has created me a text to speech. So whenever you type something in chat, I should be able to hear it in my ear holes. As well should you. So I will be able to instantly know when someone is ripping on me. So thank you very much, Brian, for that. If you're watching, I doubt it, but thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. It gives my friends a voice, so they can annoy me even more. It's all good. So thank you very much. So we're going to
Brian, perfect timing.
There you go, look. There you go, look.
I heard that.
You heard that, did you? See, so thank you very much for that. I'm really hoping that people like that, and it's really going to help me to notice when somebody says something that I can respond to. So it's going to really help the engagement a little better. So you expect to see that on my streams from now on. Thank you, McBride. Thank you for that. So yeah, we're going to continue with. Yeah, I'm actually surprised you're watching. Shouldn't you be asleep? Alright, I've got something special for you. Here we go. Hang on. There you go. There you go. You can have some of them. Thank you! Right, so we're going to carry on building the RNLI's Severn Class Lifeboat. Maybe I want to turn this music down just a skosh. I don't want it to be overpowering. There we go, that should do it. So do let me know.
I should be asleep. Saw you go live right as I got in bed, lol.
And you wanted to see if your thing was working. Well, the only problem is with it, it doesn't work between scenes. So I had it on a stream starting soon scene, which I didn't have it in, and I heard Duana say hello, which I shouldn't have been able to do. Other than that, absolutely fantastic. So thank you. So yeah, we're going to carry on with my boat. Let's have a look at my boat. Alright, hang on. There's my fat belly.
You'll have to add it to all the scenes that use it, unfortunately.
Oh, I did, but that scene I didn't want it to use. I didn't want it to use in that scene, so I didn't put it in that scene, and yet it seems to use it. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe
the alternative is to open *****ml in a browser.
Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine though. It's all good. I was just not expecting it to do that, so I don't mind. I mean, I can
index.html
in a browser. Oh, okay. Well, okay. Well, either way, I'm loving it. I think it's fantastic. Even if it does work on the things that I don't need it to work in, but that's okay. I can always just, I guess, yeah, like you say, I can just turn it off. Anyway, thank you very much for that, McBride. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Helping make my stream get better every day. Okay, so, and also, look, see, not afraid to show my face on cam. You know, this will haunt your nightmares.
Glad you like it, though.
I do. This will haunt your nightmares. So, yeah, so. Anyway, here is, that's from a conversation I was having with him in his stream about him not wanting to show his face. Anyway, here is the boats.
And with that I go sleep. Got class later.
Oh, have you? Well, take it easy, Brian. Thank you very much for joining. I appreciate that.
See
Bye.
you soon.
I love that. It's awesome. I love that. All right, so here is what we got so far, and we have a whole bunch of parts that we have painted up, and so we're going to continue doing that. I think I'm in the middle of my cup of coffee here, and so yes, brilliant. We might as well just get on with it, haven't we? Yeah, okay, let's just get on with it. Right, nothing was happening for me. Let's go. Alright, so let me check on what. Right, so we're going to do some weathering and some bits and pieces. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab some Yeah, that was a bit of a long introduction. I'm sorry. I just had a little bit of an engagement with some of you. It's all good. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab some wash again. And I've also got. Right. So. Well, I've got my aluminium for the dry brushing, so that's good. I've got my brushes over there. I've washed out my brushes from last night, so that's all good. Let me just grab a pot here. Put some of the wash in there. All right, okay. So I'm gonna get some cotton buds. I go through these like there's no tomorrow. I mean, they're super universal and super handy, but once you've used it a little bit, you gotta throw them away. So there's that. Oh, I had a bit of a. Right, so. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to just put a wash on some of these areas again, like we did on the deck. I don't know if you can see that, but we're going to wash. We're going to wash this. Then what we're going to do once it's all done and dried, then we'll put the glass in for the windows. But I don't want anything to get on the windows just yet. So let's do some. All right, okay. Which brush was I using for the wash? Was it this one? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to hold it there so that I don't. As you can see, look, it's already picking out the details, which is exactly what I want it to do. Like, oh my god, you've made it black. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. The only problem with these is they are not, they can drop hairs, which you need to try and get rid of, because these hairs aren't to scale. I'm gonna have to try and get me some more of this silk. These are what glasses, polishing like glasses, you know, like face glasses, spectacles. And I'd like to know where I could get some more. Might have to look on Amazon actually, because this is really good. It's like barely drops any excess material, right? Like such as hairs or bits of crap. But it's very good at for this this sort of thing. I think that's that side done. That's looking pretty. That's much better. Much picked out a lot of the details there. Again, there's going to be some dry brushing. Don't panic. We're going to pick out highlights too. So we're just sort of using capillary action to just try and get some of this into the crevices here. Because it's so watered down, so thin, you could just kind of use capillary action to sort of get it into smaller areas. So now we can just rough up, try and paint you with it. I used to be really afraid when I applied this stuff. I used to be like, oh my god, it's ruined my paintwork. I mean, it might look as though it has, but when it dries back, which it does dry back, that's already dried back, look. How dark that was when I first done it. It sort of doesn't matter then. That's the good thing about it. It's like it looks darker when it's wet. So you can sit there and think, oh my god, completely ruined my beautiful paint job. Now covered it up. It's now dark, much darker than I wanted it to be. But it sort of just dries back, and it only sort of really hits the parts that you want to hit, which is really good. There we go. Oh, now we give that a minute or so, and you'll see that. Let's get some in here. You'll see that it won't be quite as dark as that. Like this side has now gone much lighter and just looks. It looks a bit dirty, but that is the point. Just going to put some around the axe here, like capillary action sort of work its way through it. Yep. Alright, so that will dry out back and we will highlight it. Alright, so this one shouldn't be too bad. Now, I never managed to find a... I'll admit I didn't look too hard. I never managed to really find a concise resource to show the full interior of the lifeboat. I did find someone, and I'll quote him in a minute, someone's Flickr account. I'm not going to show any of the pictures because, you know, it's Flickr and I don't have permission to do that. Show his Flickr account, but I will credit him when I will give him a shout. And it seems to be someone who's very interested in the RNLI and their lifeboats, because he's got pictures of many different classes of lifeboat on his Flickr account. But he has provided me with provided his Flickr account with some pictures of the, I want to say dashboard, not really the term, I guess bridge paneling of the lifeboat itself. So I can use that to like get some idea of where bits and pieces should be. I will. I can't remember his name at the moment. No, it's just showing the tab, but I believe no one's trying to use my text-to-speech thing now. Everyone's like, oh my god, he's got a text-to-speech thing. We're going to have to... You can hear the nasty thing you say about him. Alright, so I'm going to leave that as it is. I mean, yeah, I know, it looks dark, but once it's dried, we'll show you. Right, so the next piece... Alright, so it's just... Oh, this one should be fairly straightforward. I could just give it a quick wash over. That. And then just give it... I did notice that in these images that... I'm going to find his name now. I want to credit him. Name. Come on, give me a name. Back to album list. Martin Fish. So, I'm not sure... You know, so if you, I'm not sure if you're on Flickr, but if you do want some absolutely fantastic images of the Severn Class Lifeboat, or any of the RNLI's lifeboats and stuff, check out Martin Fish on Flickr. Absolutely fantastic images. Yeah, and he's provided me with, well, on his Flickr account, at least, I haven't even spoke to the guy. He has got some great images of the dashboard, so thanks, Martin. I don't know who you are or why you've got these pictures, but thank you. It's an enthusiast. And what would be hilarious is if I had a little voice in my ear just suddenly say, thank you. Wait, what? You're welcome. This is part of the paintwork that I really do love doing. After you've had all that concentration on all these tiny little details. Let's bring this camera down. Camera down. Gonna focus for me. Focus in. Or do I need to bring her up a bit? Ah, that's better. Yeah, after you've focused on all those tiny little details and painted things like fire extinguishers and stuff like that, like, yeah, it still looks a bit flat. Come in here, give it a wash and then a dry brush, and you're like, okay, now it's not looking quite so flat. My music stopped. We're actually going to play something now. Oh, I'm going to have to come in and give it a kick, don't I? Yep. Right, hang on a minute. Shuffle and play. There we go. That'll work. That'll work. All right, next piece. We are getting some good coverage here. Ah, this is a good piece. So I'm not sure where this goes. So I'm not sure of the colors or anything like that. So we're just going to give it an absolute wash. I mean, most of these look like electrical boxes and stuff like that. So maybe this is just stay the same color. I've got no idea what half of these pieces are. They're so unfamiliar to me. Like if I was like doing a car, at least I'd like sort of know. Oh, that's the rocker head, and that needs to be this color. Or this is a fuse box, so I can sort of like put that at this color. But these so unfamiliar to me. I have no idea even if they are colored or if they've just. So we're just going to leave them as it is, but we're just going to add a little bit of dry wash to them and then dry brush. See, that looks really good already. Just going to leave that as that. Yep. Okay, a bit more here. Ah, we could use some capillary action on this. Oh no, it's not going to let me. Just do that then. Okay. Superb. That's giving that a bit more life. And we're blasting through them now. Okay, so I want to try and avoid the fire extinguishers here if I can, because I don't want them to be. I'll do the edges, but I don't necessarily need to do too much. That can get done. Oh well. Oh, that one. Yeah, okay, well, fair enough. Okay. Now let's just leave a bit more on here. I also have in my arsenal, some pigments, which is basically like paint dust. And you kind of brush that on too, and then brush it off again. But honestly, I don't think I want to use pigments because that kind of adds a level of dirt and grime. It's really what pigments are for. And I kind of don't want it to look too like dirty. It's not dirty, it's just, you know, I just want to pick out parts of it, you know. This, I don't want it to look too dirty. I mean, I know it's kind of looking a bit but yeah, the pigments kind of add things like areas of like rust and stuff, and I honestly don't think that I want to put rust and like just general grime, like actual dirt, stuff like that on this. It's not an old lifeboat. We're not doing an old lifeboat, and so kind of think I've got to stay away from the pigments and just use the wash. That is in essence is creating shadow, and I'm quite happy to do that. Yeah, sure, it adds a little bit of texture, I suppose, to the paintwork, but other than that, I don't want it to look dirty. Right, so we've got this cage now, this support cage, and it should be fairly straightforward to bash this out. Well, there's a fire extinguisher there. Never saw that on the last one. Right, okay, so we're gonna have to paint that. Not a problem, we can wash this first. It's still gonna be good. And we should be able to start putting some of these pieces actually together on the main body of the boat soon. Look at that. Yeah, like I say, I know it looks dark right now, but it is going to dry back. You will see it when it's done. And it will just generally kind of fall into crevices and shadow areas, and it will start. It'll be dark, and it'll be darker than the actual paint itself, but it will. And these things are like fuse boxes, and I don't know. paint the camera lens, Carrie. That's not how it's done. Okay. Of course, I do want to get all the surfaces painted because, or washed, because even when it dries back and it is a little bit lighter than it is now. I mean, it does look dark now. You'll notice that there's been an area that I haven't washed. You'll be like, oh, that bit's flat. Glad I found this wash though. That walked down acrylic wasn't working for me. Thin down acrylic. Just kind of just painting it. I completely forgot about that second box of paints I had. Headset's fallen off. Alright. Who's that? Creamy! How you doing? I'm waiting for the shark attacks. Get loads of shark attacks. Oh, the flag attack! The RNLI's flag attack. Oh, and the other flag attack, the 200th anniversary flag attack. Thank you very much, Creamy. Do some cod or some sharks next. What are we going to think? We're looking through, they go, what do I want to attack his stream with? Yep, fishies. And sharkies. Thanks, Creamy.
Do on Abe's, she's a flagellant tongue-poking smiley.
She's a belligerent, yes. Oh, and even more sharkies. Oh my god, Creamy. Alright, that'll be enough
Cream
of that.
is wheats. Hi, bestie.
Hey! How you doing? Something else you've all got to play with now. You've all got a voice. So when you type something, I can hear it. So I don't have to... I'm not going to miss you, belligerents. Now, don't worry too much about who's got what voice. That's just generally random, and it's based on the colour of your... screen name there. So if you've got a color screen name, it'll change the voice to everybody different to other people, so that, you know, much like Duana's got a pink name, so her voice will be different to Greenie's green name. So yeah, so I could, there's no way of me of giving you specific voices, sorry. Anyway, how you doing, Creamy?
Do on Abe's, Concern, 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 concern.
One doesn't seem.
Cream is wheats. That was weird. Twitch screen froze up.
Oh, did it?
Do on Abe's, invoicing my concerns, tongue poking smiley.
Oh, very funny. I'm voicing my concerns. Yes, yes. Mike, why didn't it pick up that when you said sup, Duana?
Cream is wheats, as you should.
Great! Now we're having a proper conversation. I was just talking to myself into the void. Well, I'm doing that anyway, but you know. Oh, no, I don't want that red. There we go. Voicing my concern. Maybe I should probably just let this dry a little bit longer, maybe? Just paint this tiny little fire
Do on
extinguisher.
Abe's. Today was a bit cooler here and tomorrow it starts raining, or tonight.
Ah! Well, I'm glad to hear that, because you have been struggling with the heat last few
Cream
nights.
is wheats. Noise.
Noise. Is this even...
Do on Abe's, though the weather forecast is concerning.
concerning? How so? Like too cold or too hot?
Cream is wheats. Oh.
Right, that's good, that works. Right, so, where is my jiggery pokery thingamajigger? I hope it stays cool for you, Duana. I don't like it
Do
when
on
you
Abe's.
can't sleep.
They say on Thursday we get up to 250 liters water per square meter.
Jesus! Well, we have had, like, the last 3 days, it's been nothing but rain here.
Cream is wheats. Deum.
Deum. Deum. I don't know why Creamy Sweets just ended up with such a posh voice. Oh, Deum. If anyone actually has heard her speak, she is far from posh. So, oh, my, how you doing?
Grin.
Okay, so, yeah, dry brushing, I think, on these now. Have a quick break. My cigarette. Hi. Hi. So, yeah, what do you think of the new chat system? Well, thank Brian for that.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm going to put it on my streams so that I don't miss when people say something. Brian made it for me. He's got it on his. He's a bit of a
Excellent idea.
He's a bit of a programming genius. And I was in his stream the other day, and
I know someone else who could use that.
yes, I do know someone else who could use that. Yeah, we'll have to. I'll have to ask him to see if this particular other person can give it to them. Yeah, because the thing that annoys me the most is that if I miss what people are saying while I'm trying to concentrate on something else, it's kind of a...
Do our neighbors, yeah, on Monday we get low air pressure that firstly stucks at the Alps and then circles around Italy, where it loads up like a sponge with water and then comes back from the Austrian side and unloads all that water on us.
Cream is Wheats, who still hasn't answered me when I said hi on the Twitch channel, LOL.
Yes, yes. You might have to have words with her about that. Because you know, you got to be engaging, but it's fine. It's fine. This particular person is very new to Twitch, and you know, we want to help her do very well. So it's loving.
Stupid low air pressure system do honor.
Yeah, it sounds like you're gonna. What's that? Let me reread that because yeah, on Monday we get low air pressure that firstly sucks at the Alps. Oh yeah, and then circles around Italy. Okay, because it's gonna circle around. Yep. Where it loads up like a sponge with water. Yeah, because Italy is surrounded by the Mediterranean.
That is a lot of water. Alato wet water which is wet.
from the standpoint of, it's very wet from the standpoint of water. Yeah, that is the problem. I suppose you're right up there. I remember when I went to the Alps, if it rained, it rained. It really rained. You know, it's yeah, you'd get wet. I remember we went to a campsite. It wasn't in the Alps, but it was just down from the Alps, so it was on the watercourse, so that the water would come from the Alps and flow down towards this area we were at. We found this campsite, a lovely little campsite, and we parked the caravan and pitched the tents right next to this tiny little, like, adorable little stream. It was just this little tiny stream, and it was like in a kind of crevice, so it went sort of down, and then there was this little stream in there, and it's, oh, I thought that was a brilliant place to pitch our tents. We pitched our tents there. That night we got horrendous rain, and obviously all the water from the mountains came down as well. Woke up the next morning, and that little trench, almost, that little stream, was a flowing brook. It was just like whoosh, and it was just about overflowing the top of the trench there, and it was like a foot away from the back of our tents. And we're like, Jesus Christ, that was lucky. So I'd never seen a stream turn into almost like a raging torrent. I was like, good God. Yeah, so we were super lucky that I mean, any more rain and it would have flown over the top and into our tents. Which wouldn't have been a good thing at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning in the pitch black. But yeah, it started off to be such a nice, cute little stream we saw, and then let's go back over here. And then it was in the morning. It was like, Jesus. All right, so we have finished this. So what we're going to do now, as you can see, I mean, it's not dried back entirely, but as you can see, there's a lot more depth to it now, a lot more texture, and you can see, I mean, this bit here has got a bit obvious, but that's just the way it works. But you can see that there's a lot more shadowing and stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to do, oh, I need some tissue to wipe my brush off with. Yeah, that's my story of camping near the Alps. It wasn't in the Alps, but it was close by. But we have camped in the Alps before, many times. Beautiful part of the world. It's almost so beautiful you don't even believe it. You're like, this can't be real. Someone's made this. This is on a sound stage in Hollywood, surely. But nope, it exists. And I've been to, well, this is before I knew Joanna. I have been to roughly her part of the world as well. There we go. Now we're picking out some of the highlights in that door. Look at that. Now it's looking like it's made of steel. There we go. That looks... Oh, I'm really pleased with that. That looks good. Try and pick out some of these on here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we've had one or two conversations about places. I mean, not all places are on, like we spoke about, are on her doorstep, but she does know of them. I remember walking through the Black Forest once when I was younger, and we'd walk through the Black Forest, and there's these little huts every so often. We're on this kind of path, and they were about the size of a person. Like a person could like stand in one of these huts, and I couldn't work out what they were for. Because they were at regular intervals. You know, you'd walk down the path and there was all these, like, there was a hut. Keep going, and another hut. And then there's another hut. And I said to my dad, I said, what are all these huts for? Why are there huts? Like these little huts, you can't really put anything in them. They're not like storage sheds or anything. They're just like about the size of a person. I said, what are they for? And he said, oh, that's so that you can hide in them when you get chased by a bear. And I was like, wait, what? And I was, from that moment, I was like kind of concerned that there were bears just kind of wandering around the Black Forest to the point where people realised it was such a concern that they had to put in these little, like, safety huts. I'm like, what? Why are we here? Why are we? And I'm pretty sure my dad was just winding me up. You know, as parents do. But I still, to this day, do not know what those little huts were for. No idea. So, this is where Duana turns around and goes, no, that's literally what they were for. They were for, like, bear protection. Like, okay. Alright, we're gonna... getting somewhere. Okay, some of these panels don't need too much dry brushing because there isn't much on them. And again, I don't want it to look as though it's been I don't want it to look as though it's been neglected, because it most certainly has not been. I just want to kind of... I just want to pick up detail, highlights, edges, highlights. Just like that. This is another part of the painting that I just love, because you just run your brush over it and suddenly, boom, it pops. It's like, damn. The edges of this is just going to go. Now that just looks just so much better. It's got the highlights, the lowlights. And a nice to the edge. Oh, maybe I need some more paint on it. That's the trouble with dry brushing, because you wipe most of the paint off. Don't get to do much of it before you have to like reload, as it were. But yeah, there we go. We're just going to add that nice, just crisp shine to that there. Oh, we don't want too much. Again, just too much paint on it. Yeah, okay. I mean, there's a little bit of. Let me see if I can just this back. Okay. And it all adds to it. I mean, adds to the bit of character, and I want to give it some character. This thing is the hero in many stories. Usually the unsung hero. I mean, don't get me wrong. The lifeboat operators, very much heroic, but it's like this is a character. Been through some shit. Without it, everyone would just be stood on the shore going, "Oh my god, I wish we had an awesome boat in order to save those people." Well, I mean, that's generally the story of the RNLI and how it started. We need boats, man. So. Okay, how else are we doing? Oh, we got a little door here. All right, so let's see if we can bring out some details on this. Oop. Fantastic. Fantastic, fantastic. I hope I'm remaining in frame. How long have we been going? An hour. Oh, god damn it, that's way too much. Too much as well. Might just lift that up to get more in the shot. There we go. I'm hoping this sort of thing will show up in photos. Oh, that ink hasn't, wash hasn't quite dried. There's a bit of a, but that's pretty good. I'm liking that. I'm just gonna load up a little bit more. I think we're good. That. Put some on the edges here, I think. Bit there. There we go. Right, okay, so that's pretty much the detailing work done on the internal. I'm still have the idea of painting the light from the to the inside, so I don't know how I'm going to do that. Got some ideas. So I'm going to have to. Oh, no, that one. Right, hang on. Get the instructions here. So I'm going to look at the instructions to see how much of this stuff we can. Where are the instructions? What did I do with them? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. I've where's my workshop? Oh, there we go. Right, so I have somehow misplaced the instructions or put them somewhere where they will be safe, and they've gone. I don't remember putting them anywhere. I haven't actually thrown anything out. Oh, this is annoying. I haven't thrown anything out, so they haven't fallen on the floor there, have they? Oh. All the rubbish goes in there, and then at the end of the project, I throw it out. Nothing's there. I haven't accidentally screwed them up. Oh. Put them under there. No. Am I just blind? Have I put them somewhere where... Oh, have I folded them up accidentally into some newspaper? Under there, are they? There. In here, are they? Ha! Ha 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 ha! Found them! I put them in the lid of the paints for safekeeping. Then, when I shut the lid of the paint, fantastic. Fantastical. Done at the end. Right, so we've got to do this door with the glass. Brilliant, put that there. This bit, this bit, this bit, this bit can all go there. This bit can do. Yeah, we could do that bit. This bit, that needs repainting on there, so I've got that there, yeah. This bit. Right. So, we are going to do some building later. Alright, let's grab the boat. We're gonna need come here. We're gonna need the glass. So there's the glass, which is interesting. Also going to need some tape. So let's grab some masking tape. Let's grab some of this. Yeah, masking tape. And here we go. Here is this stuff. Transpafix. So this is glue for adhesive parts. Now I don't just use it for adhesive parts. Because what it does is what mainly super glue does is it lets off a kind of it lets off fumes, I want to say, and those fumes will potentially ruin paintwork and glass. I knocked that. Yeah, they'll potentially ruin paintwork and glass and bits and pieces like that. So I often use Clearfix, is what I've been used to calling it, on those sort of pieces as well. But its main use is for glass pieces. And this is what I was saying when I was a kid.
You are not huffing glue again, are you?
Tongue
poking smiley.
Yes, that's exactly why I take up model making. Why else would you do it? It's for the genuine reason to own glue.
True.
And you can sit here all day and huffing glue. No. So like when I was younger, it would be like, why has Curry got all these?
Well, you carry on then.
You carry on then, yeah. Yeah, you'd come up. Your parents would come into you and go, "Why is there glue? Why have you got a tube of glue here? What's all this glue doing?" Now, if you actually make models and you have model bits all over the place, like you're in the middle of making a model, they don't bat an eyelid. If you don't make models and you've got glue on your desk, then they're wondering why you've got glue. So you got to cover your ass. Creamy. It's all about, you know, being smart.
Always.
You know, most people who sniff glue aren't that smart, so they get caught out pretty quick. No, with all seriousness, don't frickin'. I didn't. Oh, there's my blooming. Those things. God damn it.
He.
Well, you never know who's watching. They might be like, well, that's a good idea. I might start model making so I can get high. Don't do that. Don't do that. I was joking. Sniffing glue is dangerous. It's a gateway drug, mostly to death. So don't do that. Wait, what piece am I looking for? I'm looking for piece 74. Here it is, down the bottom here. So yeah, it was just for comical effect.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't snig equals thing that compressed air either.
You shouldn't snig in that compressed air. You shouldn't what?
Sniffing.
I don't sniff it. Just so happens to be in the air of the room with the air that I'm breathing. That's all it is. I mean, I've got masks now. Right? No, I've got genuine masks. No.
Some people do. It's why they added a bitterant to it.
See, I got these masks. Thank you very much, Aria. These 99% protection, particle filtering half masks. So thank you for those. That will stop me from.
Good deal.
That's why they've got a bitterant. Yeah, it's got a nasty kind of smell to it. It's not a nice smell.
By the way, I found a 4-leaf clover this morning.
You did? Did you buy it off a gypsy?
It is my superpower.
What, finding 4-leaf clovers or having a 4-leaf clover?
Everybody gets one.
Everybody gets one superpower. I don't know what my superpower is. I think my superpower
Finding.
is...
I have many I have found.
You have many you've found. Okay. Nice. Wait, this is the right door, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Then why the hell? Right, so this door fixes to the hull, and there's no visible way to see it from the other side. So they've added the detail of the door on the other side. Why do that? Why did you do that?
Sent one in a keychain to Mother Trucker.
Oh, did you? Your superpower is finding 4-leaf clovers. That's not...
Nods.
Squeeze that shit. That's really tough to squeeze out. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to try really hard not to lose this piece of glass. So, Just applying the glue to the edge of the frame of the window. Don't have to be too careful with it because you're not going to see it, because that end is like completely buried in the hull that you won't see. Oh, don't go fucking flying off somewhere. And it just sort of clips in like that. Bit of a tap. Check it from the other side, make sure nothing's... There we go. A nice clear window in the door. Fantastic. Right, so I'm just going to clip that on there so I don't lose it. Go. Oh, fantastic. Right, so next up, now I've got my destructions, we're going to start putting things onto my boat. Boat in the face. There we go. Alright, so that door should go in here. So we need some super glue. Which... I don't know what superpower I can claim to have. No idea. You know, I said I was... No, there it is. Not going to lose the door, and I thought I lost the door. Okay. Tweezers, where did you go? God, I lose everything. Just lose everything. What the f... Here. I think half my time of model making is trying to find the thing that I had 5 seconds ago. There we go. Now we got a nice door with a window on it. I mean, there's nothing in there. It's just darkness, but it looks pretty cool. Right, so now we're going to start putting on some of these bits. This is exciting. We're actually getting to build it now. Let's grab a... So I need that panel... this panel. Panel. It's gonna snap. There's a little end. Alright, so we're gonna have to lift up the camera a little bit so I can get to what I'm supposed to be doing. So there we go. Right, so it's going in that hole against there. Okay, so that hole is maybe not big enough. So what I'm going to do is try and try and make this pin a bit smaller. I might just cut the pin off entirely. I know where it's got to go. And all right. You gonna go in there? Oh, let's just cut it off entirely. I know where it's got to go. I often do that. I often cut the pins off entirely. Well, that doesn't seem right at all. Are you sure, buddy? As it goes on there. It doesn't fit. It's it says it does that. There's a gap. I mean, I would have thought it should have done that. I'm gonna be honest. Is there a hole? There is a hole there. That is where it goes. That is where it goes, you know. I mean, it fits there bloody perfectly too. Alright, well that's what we're gonna do with that. Just got to make sure it does fit where the pin says it should have been. Okay. Go. Right, okay. So now I need... God, this piece, it's not really showing me where it goes. That is a lot of the problems with instructions. It's like they'll give you a general proximity to as to where it's supposed to fit. And you just kind of have to figure it out yourself. Okay, so we've got a couple of holes here. So back into view. Alright, so we've got a couple of holes here, so I could take these pins out because now I located them. Don't like trying to fit these things into holes. So often the holes are too small or the pins are too big and it won't fit in properly. If I know where it goes, go. Alright, so how are we going to glue this? There. Just going to run a bead of side here. Also going to run a bead length of that. That into yeah, look at that. And now you can start to see as it's all coming together, the highlights, and the shadows that I put in with the wash and the dry brushing starting to look pretty good. All right, so the next piece, Right, next piece is, I think is it this piece, number 77? Yeah, it's number 77. So this piece, sort of straightforward. Right. Was that you that messaged me on Skype, Joanna, or do I have to go check it? There's only 2 people that messaged me on Skype.
Do our names, latest. Use.
Yeah, it was you. Oh, it's something for later, is it? Okay. Okie dokie.
Something for later.
Okay, thank you. It's just if it's Rob, because the only 2 people that messaged me on Skype are you and Rob. And if it's Rob, I might have to go and check it, because, you know, something might have happened. Right, I'm just filing off these location pins, which is fine, because I don't like them. So that sort of fits in there. So we're going to glue that on there now. So I can run a bead glue that base, and we could just in there that. Then just kind of yeah. Superb. All right, so it looks like the wait, actually that's not right, is it? That's not right. Come on, up you come. Right, I've got to try and get that. It's not. Right, I'm just trying to get it parallel to all the other side. It doesn't actually fit directly onto the seat in the front. There's a little bit of a gap. So what we're also going to need to do is we're going to need to dry brush the backs of these walls as well. I didn't expect those to be seen. I don't know why I didn't expect those to be seen, but I didn't. I did paint them, didn't I? They are painted. Yeah. Yeah, they are painted. That's all right. I was just used there for something. Right, so that's that. Now we need the need this. Okay, so this fits in. Wait, why are you? Okay, so now I just need to run a bead along here. Just so you can see what I'm doing. Oh god, I took hold of the corner with the super glue on it, didn't I? You idiot. Ah. Alright, let's make sure that that's nice and straight. It kind of fits up against that. Alright, so that's supported. That's glued in here. What I might do is go around the back and add a bead around the back just to give it that extra support. Ooh, dries pretty quick, so I've got to keep... I run through cocktail sticks and cotton buds like there's no tomorrow. Okay, good. Right, so what have we got so far? Let's have a look at that. Yeah. Come on, focus. There we go. That looks much better. That's starting to look good. Right. Okay, so the little tiny seat there is, I'm not sure where I want to put that yet. There's no markings for it. Oh, it's right on the corner here. Goes right on the edge. There. Right up against that. So we can do that. I'm just going to have to paint it. Let's have a look else. What's the next stage? Oh, the next stage is the actual frame. Exciting. So, let's grab this. That's what I'm after. Move the boat over here. That'll give it time to dry as well. Okay. So here is that weird little seat. Again, just a bit of brush. Where are your brush? There you go. That's not my... No, that's my actual paintbrush. There we go. I've just got to leave that to dry before I can add to that. 27. What color is 27? Matte sea grey. Okay, so we need matte sea grey. I said matte sea grey. Okay, for those of you who didn't understand me. Which is actually dark sea grey. Where did I put that? Is that it? Dark sea grey. Perfect. Let's shake that up because what piece? That's this piece. So we're gonna grab that off of there. Okay, so in here, these seaty parts need to be painted with that. I'm not sure what they are. Really not. I don't think they're seats. Really not sure what they are. So we'll paint them as directed, and then we'll refer to picture. Let's see if we can find them. They might even be. They might just be footrests, honestly. Not sure. I like painting with airbrush because you get a nice coat. Okay. We're going to leave that to dry before we weather those two. Well, I should be able to put on the cage now. So once we leave these two to dry, I should be able to put on that structural support. So we're going to take a look at that. Yeah, that's not going to get in the way of that. That's not going to get in the way of that. That's not going to get in the way of that. Good. So. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Okay, so here is, if I just move this up a bit more. I'm so grateful I bought this camera arm. Because I don't know if many of you remember my very first model making streams. My camera was set up to about that height. And I couldn't move it, it was just fixed. So I had to bring everything up here. But I bought this little camera arm, this little arm, and now I can move everything around. And it's absolutely brilliant, it just sits to the side. Yeah. So that was a purchase. Okay, so this goes... Right, so by the look of the destructions, the front edge, look, this front edge goes on these corners. I should be able to just, now I like to try and see if I can fit things in. Where to? Ooh, okay. So we may have an issue. Luckily it's a bit bendy. Right. Ah, it snapped into place. Oh, spot on, baby. It just sort of snapped in under those two walls that I put in to start with, and it is perfectly aligned. So yeah, that's great. All I've got to do really is just kind of glue these last side walls in, and they're kind of floating around a little bit, so we're gonna Yeah, we're just gonna. I need something to lean that on. Let's try a box here. Is that gonna work? Yeah, that will work. Right. So more glue. Just bring that camera in like that. I'm not going to be that much longer here because I do hope to spend some time with Joanna today. Not, you know, don't want to be too late. So we're just going to hold that down. This sidewall seems to be nice and fixed in there. Just kind of snapped in. I'm glad I built it beforehand because that was a genius move. So now it just sort of snapped in there and it just fit. So yeah, I'm gonna hold that down for a bit. Yeah, it's doing that. And the front is kind of a bit floaty, so I want to make sure that's nice and straight. Ugh. So what are we looking at? We're looking at 20 past 8, so it must be 20 past 9 for her. Okay, good. That started to stick. Right, so here is the bit that's a bit of a problem. So we're gonna have to. I think what we're gonna have to do here, because this sidewall is a bit more floaty, and I need it to be in a good position. So we're gonna just do one side at a time.
As long as it doesn't stick to a finger, happy smiley.
Yeah, exactly. Oh look, my fingers are here and I'm gluing here, so I should be fine. Just trying to glue bottom of this wall, supporting wall, structural wall, or whatever. Certainly not a marine engineer, so. So we're going to hold that into position until it's kind of glued, and then as you can see, this bit's a bit floaty, so that kind of needs holding down as it's glued. We're just going to hold that into position.
Glue is extremely affected by Murphy's Law's tongue poking smiley.
Yes, yes it is, yeah. That's super interesting. No, it's just when I was on the Discord this morning with Brian, we were testing out this text to speech, and it didn't talk emojis. It didn't tell me the emojis. It didn't say like tongue poking smiley, but was did for some reason. So maybe some of those emojis it actually speaks, and some of them it doesn't. So that's weird. Right. Now I'm going to try and do the front piece here. Now this piece I might get my fingers glued because my fingers are a little bit closer. So if I miss, I might indeed glue myself to the lifeboat. Right, so now we're going to hold that down. While we're holding that... Oh, crap. Yeah, don't try and do more than one thing at once, Carrie. Just hold it, wait for that to stick, and you... So what would be really nice if I managed to get all of these pieces in this...
Unluckily there no gluten-free model tongue-poking smiley.
Actually, they are. They're called Snap-Its, and Airfix does a great range of snap-together models. So if you are interested in at least getting into model making, but you're not entirely sure if it's going to be for you, check it out. Airfix's range of snap together models. Now,
but I bet they lack detail.
They do. They do a little bit. Yeah, I haven't actually bought one myself. I might actually buy one day and just to see what they're like. They do lack a bit of detail, I'm assuming, but I think what they are is they're a good gateway into model making. So if you're like, I'm not sure if I'm going to like this, it looks really good and relaxing, I'm not sure if I'm going to like this, I don't have like the materials to do model making, so I don't want to invest in all the materials to do it if you're not going to, you know, enjoy it. So I think what they are is they're a good gateway to like get a kit, put it together and see if you enjoyed yourself. If you did, you might think, oh, that might be something worth doing. And then starting to invest in some glues and some paints and bits and pieces. Another thing, of course, is they might be good for doing like with kids. You know, again, who you don't want to get their eyelids stuck together and stuff like that. So you could probably.
Mu Renfew or Tilda. Ship is looking neat.
It is, isn't it? It's looking fantastic. And hello, Awoo. Hello, Awoo. You've got a voice now. You've got a voice now, so when you type something, I can hear you talk. Well, it's text to speech. And everyone has a different voice, which I thought was really cool. So like Creamy sounds different to Duana, who sounds different to a Moo. Brilliant. Anyway, how are you doing today, Moo? Okay, so that is all fixed in.
Whoa, TTS.
Whoa, text to speak. Yep. My friend Brian put it together for me. I'm just gonna keep shouting him out because he's awesome. I was on his stream yesterday. I just managed to catch his stream, and I thought, oh my god, this is great. He has got his connected up to a controller overlay, so that when he plays Forza, you can see a controller in the top left-hand corner, and you can see what buttons he's pressing as he's playing, and he's connected his text-to-speech into that. Like, that's all one element for him on Discord, on OBS. So I was talking to him about it, and he said, oh yeah, I'll tell you what I'll do. He said, I'll rip out the controller element. He said, and I'll just pass you over the text-to-speech part. I'm like, fantastic. So he is...
I'm hanging in there. Did a bunch of side stuff on Forbidden West.
Oh, did you? Or not? What, did you stream it or no? So I think, do I want to take these off? Yes, this is going to have to come off. There we go. That's gone. Got to take this off. That's gone. Right, so we've lost the hold points, the temporary hold points. Okay, so now, right, so I've got this orange part, which, yeah, it didn't paint very well. I mean, you might not be able to see it here, but it's not. I think what happened is
Creamy came in and said hi too.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you were streaming a moo. Otherwise, I would have put your stream on my other computer. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Damn. Oh, wow. There is no locating pins, no holes, nothing for this. It just... Ah, right, okay. Right, I'm going to try and hold it with this. Just to get a lay of the land, as it were. Okay, so it's got to come flush up against... Let me just double check that. Well, they've removed all those... Ah, yeah, it comes flush up against that hatch. Okay, and it's the base of the main cabin walls, so I want to get it right. If you don't get that right, it looks as though the whole cabin could be on the cock. Alright, so... Oh, wow, mate. Yeah, put a bit too much glue on there, but... Oh. Now here's where it sticks to my fingers, Duana. Yeah, so these snap-on kits, they're, you know, they're quite snap-together kits. They're not quite like Lego, but I'll have to have a look at them. I might buy one day just to sort of review it. Do a little bit of a... If you're thinking of getting into model making, try one of these first. Okay, now you're sticking. Just going to hold it down for a bit longer. Right. Okie dokie. Alright, that's good. Now I'm going to have to... Now we've got to do some more dry brushing. We could get rid of a whole bunch of these pins that I've had. A whole bunch of these things that I've had pinned up. Yep. Holding that up. So I remember something that that sticks with me. Now, I know I keep quoting him, but he is infinitely quotable, and I do watch him a lot because I do love watching him build. But Adam Savage said something a long time ago, I seem to remember. He said model making and building is basically taking lots of little pieces and making them and reducing the number of little pieces into one big piece. I'm like, yeah, that's so true. I'd never really thought of it like that. That is exactly what it is. I think it was him that said that. I mean... Right. I mean, it'd be hilarious if it, you know, I just hear it out in the corner of my ear. No, that wasn't me that said that. Wait, what? My God. Right, so I'm going to wash over these parts in here, because I didn't actually do that at the time. So we're going to wash that and this side. I have to admit that kind of bare ass grey is sticking out like a sore thumb. So we're gonna wash it over. Oh, that's I use glue with it. I may have not actually painted those. Right. That may just be the primer that it's showing, because it's a much different colour to the rest of it. That is annoying. Oh yeah, it looks alright. No, that is... Can't have that. Can't have that such vast colour difference. That's just not right. So 127. West Coast Guard grey. Sky grey. Sky grey. Yeah, I'm gonna have to paint that. It's gonna annoy me. Can't have it that vast a difference in colour. Well, that's my own fault. Didn't check the what brush am I using? That's the wrong brush, that's why. That's better. Gives such a great finish as airbrushing, but oh yeah, the reason it's dark is because I've washed it, isn't it? 127 US Coast Guard Grey XF19. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Did paint that? No, I didn't. Ugh. Is that a difference in colour? It's the internal walls. I'll have to wait for these to dry before we can re-wash them. Too much. So how far through the story are you now, Amu? I'm assuming you're getting pretty far through that now. So we can dry brush this. Yeah, we can dry brush that. All right. Yeah, we're gonna have to call it a day here pretty soon because I do want to spend some time water here. But what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna dry brush these things first and then install them, and that's pretty much that page done. Then we can move on to the next page. Dry brush. Here's my dry brush. Here's. Oh god, that's all caked up. We don't want that. It's like, what was it? 10 o'clock. I'm not sure if that gets seen, but we're gonna go brushing in just in case it does. And when I say seen, most people will look at models and just go, oh yeah, that's really good. I'm talking about when you have a proper look. I used to like doing that at museums and stuff, you know, like when you go to a museum and they had like a diorama or model or something like that that they'd got to show something. It's like getting in real close, a real good look at it. As most people just sit there a distance and go, yeah, that's all right. It's a model of a, you know, of a thingamajig. That is. Yeah, but get in close. Have a look at the details. Next time you're in a museum or something like that, and you see a diorama, get in close and have a look. Model maker. If they were any good, but most certainly put in details. He's assuming that only he will see. But he's done it because he's got passion for his craft. So check him out. It's like going to Legoland. I don't know if any of you've been to Legoland or any model villages or anything like that. I remember going to them as a kid as well. You'd have people just wandering around, just going, "Oh, look, there's a church, or there's a boat there, or something." But if you actually sort of stop and actually look, you know, there's one that I really want to go to. I'm never going to get there, but I just really want to go to, and it's Wonderworld in Munich, Germany, and it's a it started off as a little model railway, and these two German guys, it's so funny, these two German guys, they used to own and run a nightclub, a very successful nightclub. And then just one day they decided, nah, it's enough of that for us, let's build a model railway. It's like, wait, what? Miniature Wonderland, I think it's called. yeah, they just sold up their nightclub and just decided to build a model railway. Craziest fucking shit. And they wanted it to be best model railway. And it really is. It's just grown and grown and grown. It started off with just those two and a small team. And now they've got this huge team. They've got timetables. They've even got an airport that actually works. The planes fly in and fly out. They've got rock concerts with like thousands of little miniature pieces. Thousands of little miniature people. All painted up. So much work. So I recommend, if you're like interested, go in. I think, like I say, I think it's called Miniature Wonderland. Gonna be YouTube videos of it galore. Yeah, go check that out. And the amount of detail that they put into it's just crazy. Like, there's little scenes here and there. There's like a scene where this woman has broken down in a Porsche, and she's trying to check the engine to see what's going on. So she's bent over the hood, and the wind is sort of blown her skirt up a little bit, and there's a priest walking by that seems a little bit shocked. And it's just like, my God. And it's just like in the middle of this like thing. They got a full active working fire brigade. So they got the house, or a couple of houses or factories which occasionally catch on fire. Not literal fire, obviously, but with lights and stuff and smoke. And the fire brigade actually leave the fire station and then they drive all the way to the fire. It's fantastic. So if you really want to see what a model railway can be like, just check out Miniature Wonderland. Because God, I really want to go, but there's testimonials of people that have actually been, and they said there's no way that you can get around it all in one day. You just can't, you're never going to get around it all in one day. So yeah, there's that. All right, so I think I've done. I don't have. Just checking what other. I've done all those. Yeah, we have to wait for that paint to dry. Is that dried? Yeah, we give it a minute or so, because I want to give that a wash. So where's my wash brush? My wash brush. It was a green one, wasn't it? That's it, green. Oh, that's spilling all over the place. It's leaking. Right there. There we go. Right. Just to add in a little bit of extra around by the underneath. By the seams. and that's not going to get seen. It's hidden. Oh, have I run out of... Yeah, see? Right, so just trying to take out some of this wash. It will dry back, like I say. But I just wanted to add some, like, around the base of what I've just put in, so it looks a bit more grounded and connected. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this. So what we're gonna do, I think, is we're gonna. Oh, I just need to fix that last. Oh my god, what have I got here? I've got a whole bunch of stuff that really needs to go in, and I really need to check out that dashboard as well to see how that fixes together. So what I think we're going to do is we've made great progress today. Oh crap! So what we're going to do is we're going to have a bit of a closer look here. So here is the interior that I've put together today. I like it. It looks very. Doesn't look too clean. It looks like it doesn't look as if it's been like it's super old and not looked after. It just looks as though it's been used. You know, this obviously is going to have a dashboard and all that kind of stuff in. I'm really pleased with that. Looks like it's, you know, looks like it's had a tough day out on the sea rescuing folks. Yeah, it sort of tells a story. I love it. All right. Well. Yep, short stream, I know. But like I say, I do want to go spend time with Duana tonight before she has to log off and go to bed. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit stream ending. And yeah. So thanks everyone for coming out and checking that out again. I know it's only 2.25 hours. I know you can't all stick around for like another 4-hour stream, but generally my streams are around about 2 to 3 hours for model making, because then I start to lose concentration, start to fuck up and stuff like that, and I was starting to feel as though I was making my brush strokes were kind of a little bit dodgy. So I think that's enough for today. I know this model's taken a while, or it seems that to build, but when I have often built models without having to do them on a stream, I'll do like 2 hours a day or 2 or 3 hours a day, and I could knock something out pretty quick. Like when I done my Ferrari, apart from the interior obviously, which I spent way too much time on, it didn't take that long. But because I'm only doing it on weekends, and I'm also explaining and presenting, it's taking a little bit longer. So I hope you're enjoying it so far. It's just just stick with it, and you'll see it come together, and eventually it will be finished. So that will be it for this week for the model bench, and we're going to come back to it next week. Saturdays and Sundays is a really good time to do that. And yeah, we're going to go back to maybe a few Farming Simulator, some Forza, maybe some Borderlands next week. I really want to get back into Borderlands. But now I'm just babbling. So again, thank you very much to the RNLI for providing me with details about the organisation and the boat and any videos which I played this week. So very thanks to them. And if you want to go and check out their website and donate, the link is in the about page, about section below, or links on the description if you're watching this on YouTube later on. And that's pretty much it, really. Yeah. Is there anyone I know that is streaming right now? Oh yeah, Screaming Doggo's streaming. Oh yeah, we're gonna jump in with Screaming Doggo. That's exactly what we're gonna do. You'll like her. She's very energetic and absolutely insane. I think it's absolutely brilliant. So yeah, let's just hit the start raid. And yeah, so I want to thank again before we raid out. Thanks very much to everyone for coming to check out the stream. I hope you're having fun. Now it's time for something much different. Where we join Screaming Doggo, who's playing Planet Crafter. So until then, till next time, see you later. Bye.